Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Christy Epiphany. You're in good company. Today I wanted to make a long form video because I have a lot to say and a lot to share about my long hair journey. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I'm growing long hair in 2026. Some of these are going to be hot takes, just stay tuned, take some notes if you would like, and then also share your notes with me what you are going to be doing to grow long hair in 2026. So I'm just going to jump right into it. In no particular order, the first thing that I'm going to do is get my Fulani sew-in hairstyle as I please. I am not going to limit myself to getting it 6 weeks on, then 1 month off, or for a certain part of the year for the winter, or get a Fulani sew-in when it's a special occasion. I'm gonna do my Fulani sew-in style when I feel comfortable and when I can work with a stylist that I feel comfortable with. The caveat being, I do want to add less added hair. This current style has no added hair in the front. And I'm hoping that that'll be a little bit better for my hair journey. However, if I decide to get a style with added hair, I will just make sure that I'm treating my hair very well. So I'm gonna get the Fulani sew-in as I please. The other caveat being, I'm going to need to find a stylist that I feel easeful and comfortable with. So far, I don't have a stylist right now that can do a Fulani sew-in. I am in touch with a new stylist and I've sent her a couple pictures, and it's an actual salon with a real licensed stylist. They really prioritize the health of the hair, and I'm hoping it will be a good fit. If I can't find a stylist that moves with ease, aka they're easy to work with, they're not rude, they care about the health of my hair and not just the style, they are professional, then I just won't be able to get the Fulani sew-in and I'll have to find something else to do. But I like the style. I like my natural hair too. I don't actually have a preference of the look of one or the other, but it's more the maintenance of one or the other. So as long as I can find a stylist and work with a stylist that has a holistic view of my hair on my head that has the same goals in mind for me and that I can mesh well with, then we're good to go. Another way that I'm aiming to grow long hair in 2026 is I will also wear my afro as I please. I like to wear my afro blown out, and I used to like braid outs. I can take a little bit more time to get comfortable with those again, this second iteration of my natural journey. But one thing I'm not gonna do is anti-black. I like my afro hair, and honestly, the real struggle with that is other people's reactions to my afro hair. I just don't like the attention that it gives me, for better or for worse. But I like wearing my hair blown out. I like wearing braid outs, and I'm gonna continue to feel comfortable with that style. And I'm gonna continue to wear that style as I please in between hairstyles or just as a regular style. My hair blown out, my hair in braid outs, my afro hair as a texture is a style, and I like it. It's chic, it's cute, it's healthy, it's me. Yeah, moving on. I will also be a straight natural as I please. I finally found a little bit of a routine that works for me, and I'm gonna stick with it. If you would like to check it out, I've been using a straightener and a thermal brush to maintain my hair in its stretch state. I don't mind my curly state, and really I don't mind my stretch state as long as I can maintain it pretty well and take good care of it. It really depends on how I'm feeling, my outfits, the season, but I'm not going to say no to heat just for the sake of being 100% natural or 100% anything. Okay, so I'm embracing the gray area. I'm not gonna be a black or white natural. I'm not gonna be 100% braid out, 100% Fulani sew-ins, or 100% anything. I'm gonna do what I feel comfortable and confident doing. And I have an idea of what that is, so that's why I'm outlining it here. I think there is potential for my hair to grow long being a straight natural. And in some ways, I think it's good for my hair because I was able to cut it into a hairstyle that works for me. And in some ways, I think it's better for my hair than the afro, depending on the situation, because I was able to cut it in a way that works for me. I was able to see where it fell straight. And I do want to be able to wear my hair straight or curly. By the way, you guys, I'm sick. I'm under the weather. I hope I don't sound too sick. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. The one important thing though with being a straight natural for me is that I really am going to aim to only press once a week. I know a lot of people that wear their natural hair straight consistently, maybe press once every 2 weeks, but I don't anticipate wearing my natural hair straight all the time, but I am going to allow myself to have that as an option. What else am I going to do to grow long hair in 2026? I'm going to use products sparingly but consistently. I'm going to try not to switch out and try new products. I don't have time for that. I don't have money for that. And my hair doesn't like that. I have a few products that I like now, including the Way Moisturizing Spray. I like the Bio Silk. I'm using Anavita shampoo. Two products that I plan on integrating are the Amika products and K18, and I'm not really planning on integrating more than that, but I am going to stay loyal to those products. Another practice that I'm doing to grow long natural hair in 2026 is really to wash my natural hair as I please. There will be no trying to hold on to a style despite the fact that it's destroying my scalp health or my hair health or something like that. I don't want to walk around with smelly hair. I want to feel comfortable and confident with my scalp and the way that my hair smells from day to day. I'm not going to be trying to preserve a style until it's on its last legs. For example, I've washed the style once already, this Fulani sew-in style. I've had it for about 2 weeks because I was having some buildup, some white stuff on my hair. I'm not going to be afraid of the water, and I really encourage us ladies not to be afraid of the water either. I think the water is good for my scalp as long as I'm not overdoing it. And by the way, I didn't mention anything about wash and go, so I'm not really worried about damaging my hair with too much water and air drying. I probably do want to add the caveat that I will blow dry my hair to dry. I don't like falling asleep with wet hair. Relating to the products, I will also do hot oil treatments. My hair loves hot oil treatments, specifically with shea butter. And so I will continue to do that as my pre-poo, as well as scalp massages with Botana oil, DHT oil. So far, I don't even know if that's working out for me, but I am gonna stick with it for the remainder of the year just to see. This is a really big one, especially since a lot of the styles that I have talked about so far either require tension or manipulation, but not both. I will plan to finger detangle in the shower. The only time that I want to use a detangling brush is when I'm blow drying my hair out or preparing for a style. But generally speaking, when I'm doing my main detangling, I'm gonna make sure I'm doing it with my fingers. I need to be extra careful and treat my hair extra special, and I think she deserves that. This is probably the biggest thing that I'm going to do this year that I actually have never done before in my natural hair journey throughout my whole life. I'm gonna be praying to God for long hair. I think it's important to talk to God about the desires of our heart, big or small. God values our beauty. Our body is our temple. I want to have this relationship with God, and I'm going to be praying for long, healthy hair continuously. And I encourage and pray that on you too, dear Heavenly Father. Please bless myself and my followers and everybody here who's watching on YouTube with abundant, long, healthy hair, because we want to be the embodiment of you and your divinity and your beauty. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Related to the way that I'm thinking about my hair and speaking about my hair, I will be treating my hair with love whenever I work with my hair. I need to make sure I don't do my hair in a rush. I need to make sure I don't do my hair when I'm too tired, too cranky, too upset. I've never really given myself a rash haircut or anything in the past couple years, but I do want to make sure that every time I do my hair, it's a loving and nice experience. Even if it means like being in between hairstyles for a while, like maybe I have to put a hat on while I'm taking this down. Like as long as my body and my nervous system is feeling good, I can work with my hair. And I think that's something that I invite you to try as well. Let me know how that goes. This is a big one, and it relates to the positivity around the crown and around the hair. But I am not messing with people, and I am not hanging out with people that don't like my hair 100% of the time. I'm not planning on talking to people that don't like my hair how it is 100% of the time, or dating people that don't like my hair how it is 100% of the time. I don't think I have time or capacity to invite people's opinions or comments about my hair. I don't have time for people that want to compliment my hair one day when it's in a socially acceptable style like a Fulani sew-in, and then give me an insult the next day or ask me what happened to my hair when I have my hair blown out or in its natural state. Ain't nobody got time for that. This is a big one that I know I need to do, but I don't do it at all. I need to have more accountability with this, but I need to drink more water. Generally speaking, my body can benefit more from it, my hair can benefit more from it, my skin, my health overall. I need to drink more water, and I'm not gonna make a huge goal. I'm really not trying to measure myself. I'm not measuring calories. That becomes an issue for me in and of itself. But I need to make sure that I'm drinking water constantly, consistently, and I hope that that will help my long hair journey this time around. I also think back to different times in my life when I was really on that health kick. Whether or not what I was doing was good or bad, for example, I was vegetarian for 2 years. That wasn't necessarily what I needed at the time, but when I was generally health conscious and drinking more water and more cognizant of it, I do think my hair was flourishing. Our hair is a beautiful plant, so we do need to water it. So I need to do better, and I invite you to let me know how your water goals are going. How are you drinking water? I'm not one of those people that's like, ew, I hate water. I hate the taste of water. That's never been me. I just think I forget. I actually don't have a water filter at my house. I don't always remember to bring a water bottle to work and fill up the water. And also, I am in education. I am teaching. I have more bathroom breaks in my schedule than I ever have before, but still, it is difficult for me. I will say I take liquid IV pouches, and that does help. So fingers crossed I can intake an adequate amount of water and not be dehydrated. Last but not least, you guys, this is maybe the hottest take. And if I work with a stylist and tell them this, they might push back on this and not work with me. But ultimately, I don't care. I am not cutting my hair in 2026. I know they say you need a trim every 6 weeks. Have you ever met someone with long hair that gets a trim every 6 weeks? Who is telling you to get a trim every 6 weeks? Do they stay covering their hair? Do they even have long hair, or do they wear a weave all the time? So I won't be getting my hair trimmed every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks, every 4 months, every 6 months. I am gonna try this year to not get a haircut or let any stylist cut my hair at all. There are a few reasons I can do that. One, at the end of last year, I went to a stylist that was like, your hair is so damaged. You need at least 2 inches off, but at the same time, let me see your hair. And then you can tell me if I need 2 inches off. Also, I combed out my dreadlocks years ago and I never cut my hair until that moment. After I saw that stylist, I straightened my hair and put it into a silk press that she said my hair could never do. And I cut my hair again, trimmed it in a way that I felt comfortable with, wearing it straight into an actual haircut. With that being said, I don't think I need to cut my hair again this year. If I really notice that I'm having split ends or fairy knots, I don't mind doing a little bit of dusting if I absolutely need to. But these people will literally say, you have split ends or fairy knots? And I said, show it to me. And she showed me a few fairy knots, but really I didn't have split ends. I think they just want me in their chair and they want my money. But guess what? I want my hair. So again, this is kind of an experiment. We're gonna see how it goes. The last time I grew my hair long-ish when I was wearing my hair natural, I would say maybe to here before I put it into an undercut, and then had a few things in my life happen, and then had dreadlocks. I wasn't cutting my hair. In fact, I was in the middle of nowhere and I didn't have any resources to take care of my hair at all, and I wasn't thinking about cutting my hair, and it was growing, it was healthy. I was doing a lot of Brados at the time, a lot of shea butter, a lot of moisture, a lot of co-washing actually. So I'm not co-washing this time around, I'm shampooing. But yeah, nobody's cutting my hair. I'm not cutting my hair. If something needs to come off, I'll do it and I'll let the stylist know. That's all I got, you guys. Please let me know your thoughts. Are any of these red flags, or do you think this is a good overall routine? I will list everything that I'm doing in the comment section as well so that you can review and give me your feedback. Please let me know what you might be doing with your natural hair in 2026, or if you think there's something that I should or should not be doing. Thank you so much for being my company. This community so far already means so much to me, and I'm so grateful to be able to talk with you and share the journeys, trials, tribulations, and wins in growing long natural hair and feeling comfortable and confident styling and wearing it as well. So thank you guys. God bless you and have a great day.